There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
Voices of virtue.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Voices of Virtue. I am so elated to have you all tuning in with us on today. And just remember, as always, go grab you some coffee, tea, juice, sit back, relax. Let your friends know, your family members, co-workers, church members, everybody, let them know that Voices of Virtue, we're here. We're not going anywhere because we're here for you, the people. But anyways, y'all, just want to talk to you all for just a few. I want to encourage you and to invite you. As you already know, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. But we are opening up Voices of Virtue to enlarge not only our territory, but yours as well. You see, you already know Voices of Virtue is an avenue to encourage other people, evincing hope, evincing healing upon the hurt. So many people are going to hurt these days, and then a lot of them, or a lot of us, are going through things that nobody know about, don't want to talk about it, and it causes mental effects, as a matter of fact. That's what it does. And so we want to be open, we want to be transparent to let you all know that Voices of Virtue has enlarged its territory to be there for you. So guess what? If you have a story, something you want to talk about, if you have questions, contact us. Just let us know. Let's be transparent with each other. We are here, like I said, for hope and healing. And with Voice of Virtue, with that being said, we have a show coming up. And it's called Surviving Divorce. In Surviving Divorce, these are going to be some people who are cast members that have gone through divorce, but they survived. They're overcomers. And I call it a twist in reality, because a lot of times we see things on TV and a lot of times there's a lot of drama, quote unquote, but this platform is going to encourage others. You'll hear stories that'll make you cry, but it'll be whereas it reaches the heart to know that, guess what? I'm not alone. And in the same voice, you will hear from people that overcame. They're survivors. And what it'll do is, you may know somebody, or you may be that person that is going through it, have been through it, or yet know someone else that is. And we'll be there to like I said, to encourage you to know that you can survive. You can survive also. So a lot of times, like I said earlier, we go through things and it's hidden. And that's where it gets deeply a problem. But I'll say, like a former pastor of mine said, he said, we don't have a problem, we just have solutions that haven't been found. So what are you saying about like that, Cheryl? What I'm saying is, when surviving divorce come to you, we're going to come to you with purpose, with a mission to help those. It's not bashing nobody. You see, when we come to people, you're supposed to come to edify, not tear down. Okay? But like I said, you're going to be hearing real life stories, not nothing fake. So we're not speaking from an atmosphere of, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. See, if I've never been there, if I've never experienced something, I can't tell you about it. Yes, we go to colleges, we go to schools, and we take trainings or whatever. But when you apply for most jobs, what do they look for? They look for experience. And then that's why sometimes you have people, well, I got the piece of paper. I went and took this course. I graduated. But do you have the experience? Can you testify to it? How can you help me? Have you been through it? Have you? What can you tell me to help me? Well, that's why we are here. And that's why we're inviting you to tune in. Let other people know. And guess what? We even want to open up the airways for you to say, you know what? I don't mind being transparent. I would like my story told. Not just that, we're not going to stop there. If you want to share your business, if you want to share your services, your outreach, your ministry, your church, guess what? That's what Voices of Virtue is for. It's a voice for the people. Because we already know what the cliche says. A closed mouth does not get fed. So guess what? We're all about feeding the people some good old healthy food that's going to make us grow. Don't worry about what people are going to say about you. Don't worry about the judging. That's okay. Don't worry about that. You know what I call that? Let me help us out. Let me help us out. When somebody talk about Cheryl, put her down, they don't see what God has shown. That's not important. What's important is that you walk in your own divine purpose. Okay? So you know what I call that? I call that my fertilizer. You know what fertilizer do? Fertilizer, it makes you grow. But when you put the right fertilizer on something, say, I'm a country girl. Fertilizer won't only make you grow, but fertilizer, it will also weed down and tear away the things that shouldn't be. Because when you put a fertilizer, my dad used to farm, right? And when he would put the fertilizer down, when he put that fertilizer down, it would make his crop grow that he planted and that he was harvesting for. But also the weeds that was there, it even killed those. Yes, we had to go in there manually sometimes and pull things out. And you know how that lines up? That lines up with fasting and praying. You know how the Bible tells us some things comes only but by fasting and praying. So sometimes we got to go deeper in a thing to get it to work well. We got to get out of those shadow waters, okay? So that's what we're about to do in this season of our lives. We are about to come forward and we are going to destroy the enemy's camp. And how do we do that? We do that by coming together on one accord, letting the devil know he has no dominion, because we are here to tear his kingdom down. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We are here to be kingdom builders. And that's what Voices of Virtue is going to come for you all. And we can't do it alone. That's why we are inviting you to come on. Share your stories. Remember, you are not the only one that have gone through. You are not the only one that needs help. Let us help one another. Let us be that chain. You know how a chain takes more than one link to make a chain? Let each one of us become a link. And as we link, we'll link together. And you know, the stronger that chain, it depends on how strong the links are. So when we come together in prayer, in fasting, in seeking him first, in putting him first, and no matter what we do, guess what? That's the stronger we are. And so that's what we're going to do with Voices of Virtue and you. We're going to come together as one and build the kingdom. We are kingdom builders. We are ambassadors. Yes. So with all that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. And just remember, there's no one to be and no one to do a better you. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue.